Afternoon, guys. Glory be to God. Praise Jesus. Always. I know it's been a minute since I've been on my YouTube channel, but I want to take a moment to say thank you all those who have stayed subscribed, those people who've been there since day one. Just know that there's times in our lives when we need to step back, assess certain things, and get your life going again. You know, we always have to readjust to stay in alignment, right? So I have been blessed lately. Well, I'm always blessed, but lately I've been having more visions and more visions. Ones I've been keeping track of, and now it's time to tell you all these visions I've been having. Okay. One of these visions, I was looking through a crack in a mountain. I was looking down on this valley, just like marshland, you know, like you look at like New Orleans, you know, the marshland and whatnot. Well, there were these like crypts and crosses, white crosses, in the middle of this marshland going down a coastline. And it was maybe 2 or 3 miles long. And I didn't get this feeling of dread or feeling of concern. It's more of like we've been laid down next to the water, and that we need to remember that our loved ones have passed on, and that this was a very, I want to say old, we're talking hundreds of years old this was. And the water, it was like a valley where water started rising and overtook the land. So that is meant for somebody. So please take that. I didn't get the feeling of dread or, it was more of a calming lake to rest. And then I had another one. This was an old Victorian feel to it, you know. Well, there was this table, right? And there was this white paneling, like walls were paneled, you know, white, like they were wood, but then painted a very thick white. And it was, I think, a birthday. But it was this, like a bean pie, you know, like a tin, like an old heavy tin. And it was lined with beans, like a sweet potato pie or something maybe. And it had candles lying on the outside of it, you know, the circumference of it were these candles. It was like for a birthday of some sort. So maybe I'm really starting to pick up on maybe a family from the South were having a party, a celebration of life being laid to rest or reborn. Do you get what I'm saying? So this is for somebody who might have been dealing with some old family issues that were coming up. I was getting a feeling of like old slavery times, you know what I mean? That's where it really gets, it's like old slavery times. But it wasn't, like I remind you guys, it wasn't a heavy feeling. It was a feeling for celebration and letting go and remembering our loved ones that have passed on. But I'm really getting a deep feeling of the South when I tie these were 2 separate visions, just maybe a week apart. So I hope this message reaches whoever, and just know that your family is laid to rest. They're at peace, and they're remembering the celebrations of life through that pie. You know, it was like a family that couldn't afford to make like a birthday cake or a pie with berries and all that. They were poor, but they had love. You know what I mean? In that house, there was love within it. So that's for somebody who needs this message right now. And just know that your family loves you and they care for you. And they don't want you to remember the hard times because that's what our history was. But anyways, that's for somebody, I don't know, I'm just blessed to get these visions and that I'm able to get them out of there. If it was meant for just me, cool. But I'm having a feeling it's meant for many other people too as well. Okay? God bless you guys. Praise Jesus.